Hey everyone, it's me, the Sparkle Girl, or Can Sparkle. So, today, as you guys might remember that I did a defense of Marinette from Marcus Ladybug, part 1 and part 2. Well, let's just say I'm going to make a defense for Adrien this time, since you guys are all kind of find it obvious that I already done part 1 and part 2 for Marinette. So yeah, I just thought I'd do Adrien for a change because there's a few things that I would definitely like to, you know, well, you guys might probably not find it obvious because almost everyone watches Miraculous the way I do. And let's just say, Adrien is one of my favorite characters as I like Marinette. I just love them so much. I mean, well, I hate it to admit, but I'm actually in love with them. Not just because they're so crush thing, but it's just their moments together. Ugh, tell me about it. Well, let's just say I just love both Marinette and Adrien. Okay, and yes, and after all, they are my favorite characters, and I, and, and let's just say the other main characters after all. So don't get me wrong here. So let's just say I just wanted to talk about things that I would definitely like to talk about of why I wanted to defend Adrien. Well, let's just say not everyone may have watched Miraculous before. It's okay if you haven't seen it, then it's up to you whether if you want to watch my video or not. It's totally fine with you. But if those who has watched Miraculous, including myself, who has watched the show, then you probably know what I'm gonna talk about here. So let's get started. Okay, so you guys remember about Adrian's dad, Gabriel Agrest? Well, let's say he's not really much of a dad anyway, because all he ever cares is himself, and he keeps thinking that he's doing it for love just because he, you know, doing all this villainous sort of behavior, like trying to accumulate the innocent people it, and turn them into a super villain. Oh boy. Well, just because he wants to bring his wife back to life for love. Well, and I hate to say it, but it's not for love at all. Because, for my personal opinion, I just think Gabriel is just a a power hungry sort of person because he's hungry for having such power. Yes. Well, I had to admit I hate that chick. Although that is a strong way to say the word hate, but I have to say it because I never liked him for many reasons, as much as anyone has the who not like Gabriel for a reason from or in Miraculous Ladybug. And yes, so the thing is, there are a few things like he never really do as a father. Mm, I mean, all he ever does is being a villain than being a dad to Adrien and that. And let's just say, um, all he ever cares is about power and destroying the world, and his obsession of bringing his wife Emily back to life. Although even though that we all know that Emily is somehow not alive during the whole season, only though because we already seen few moments where Gabriel talks to himself while talking to Emily while she's in a sleep in this sort of coven sort of thing. And I know it's quite confusing to talk about because why was someone talking to a dead character? I mean, give me a break. I mean, that's quite a disturbing, right? I mean, seriously, you wouldn't imagine watching those kind of moments they were from season 1 to season 5. Ugh, tell me about it. I mean, seriously, I just find Gable creepy. And yet, and the way he called himself Hawkmoth, Shadowmoth, Monarch? What kind of names are they? I mean, seriously, he's just a crook. I mean, tell me about it. I, like I just said before, I don't like him because since he is a villain, and yes, I just let's just say I got really good reasons to not like him anyway, because he's just such a big fat jerk. I just feel I want to give him a right punch in the face. I know anyone will agree with that one. Well, I know some people won't, but I just say I know almost everyone could agree, including my best friend Sophie, because she probably will agree with me anyway, because since she is my best friend. And besides, me and Sophie do share same interests, opinions, beliefs sometimes at the time. Kind of depends. And we don't really, like disagree on things all the time, like almost people do. I'll just say that me and Sophie are, we always agree on things, whatever conversation we are having, you know? So yeah, but we're not here to talk about me and Sophie anyway. Talk about you. Okay, so, and having been treated awfully by his dad, I mean, seriously, you've got to feel sorry for Adrien. He doesn't deserve all of this, well, I don't know if I should say it. Abused. Well, I know. I know it's something that we can't always ignore because this is a serious consequence. Because let's just say that I just feel like I really want to be in that show and protect Adrian from this horrible monster. I know I'm not the only one who wants to do that though. Because Sophie wants to do it, everyone wants to do it, those who watch Miraculous. And and yes, and I also like to mention, even though I am defending Adrian here, but I also like to mention some of the bits that I also wanted to defend Marinette as well. For this one, at this kind of point, about people keep saying that when Marinette is as Ladybug, she always keeps ignoring Adrian when he's as Cat Noir, or some of the, whatever the situation is during the season 4. I mean, seriously, it doesn't matter if you guys think she's ignoring Adrian or not. I mean, seriously, they're both made for each other, so don't get me wrong. So, like I said, I'm not really here to defend Myriad anyway, but I have to anyway. So, that's the whole point. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing almost people keep saying that Myriad is being a Mary Sue, making like that Marinette is a horrible person to Adrien. But clearly she's not always that horrible to Adrien when they're both superheroes. I mean, give me a slap in the face already. Oh boy. Okay. Well, not just the whole thing and the whole point. Now, I just feel like people saying that the series is always focusing on Marinette. Well, it can be true sometimes, but not always, because we can see Adrien in almost every episode as well. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. And yeah, I just feel like everyone needs to just give up saying that Marinette is being a Mary Sue just because what the problem is. So yeah, I just feel like Adrien doesn't deserve to be neglected by anyone. Well, and I'm not here to twist things around here or anything. And I don't want people to think that I'm twisting things or whatever. So I'm just saying. And, well, I just feel so sad for Adrian because I just say there are some few things that I also need to mention about people keep saying about Adrian being a sentient monster. Although it is confirmed that he is because it's been confirmed in this one episode from season 5. I know the name, but I keep forget. But all I know is that Adrian is definitely a sentient monster. But I'm not too sure whether it also will be confirmed in the movie when it comes out until the 28th of July on Netflix. We don't know for sure, but once the film comes out, we probably will know. You never know until it comes out. No. Okay. Although I've first, when I was younger, I did used to think Adrian cannot be a sentient monster because I always thought he would be a real human like Marinette is. Well, sadly, he is a sentient monster after all. I don't want anyone to think that I am being in denial or anything because I just feel like Adrian is definitely a sentient monster, but I do feel like he's definitely a human as well. So he can't be both, you know. So it doesn't really that matter if he is a sentient monster, or a human. He can be both, no matter who are who is in denial. So let's just say I had to get to break this up to you guys those who are in denial. You need to give up of being denial. You can't always just ignore all those things that already been confirmed that is true because we just had to accept no matter how much you hated it. And I'm sorry guys, but we had to accept it no matter what. So anyway, although I did kind of disagree on that at the time when I was younger, but when I'm more older, like right now, I'm starting to feel like that we should accept it because it's just getting ridiculous because people just keep being in denying, you know. Okay, okay, so, and I also keep feeling about the way Chloe treats other people and the way Adrian having this sort of thing about Chloe should be nice to others. Well, can I get to the point that Adrian, that you can't always expect people to be nice all the time because not everyone can change their ways for their behavior. And you know, guys, I'm glad that Chloe got what she actually deserved in season 5, in some of the last episodes of season 5. Yeah. Okay, so let's just say I'm glad she did because she's just a big bully. I mean, seriously, I just hate bullies. I mean, seriously. I'm not the only one, but I know everyone will say the same thing. And, well, almost everyone. And yes, I just wanted to say it because it's my belief, thought, opinion, whatever. Okay? So yeah, I just wanted to say it. And yeah, um, and I also want to mention about something to do with Felix. Well, I just say it's kind of confused. How come no one from the show knows that both Adrian and Felix are both look exactly the same but with different hairstyle? I mean, seriously? Well, it doesn't really matter by the hair, but their appearance or what they look like, they both look exactly the same. Even though that they may be cousins, but I think they're both twins. No matter who's the parents or the birth signature or whatever, I just think that they both are twins. Tell me about it. Oh, and yes, I nearly forgot. I actually also want to say that I'm also glad that Adrian finally gave up on Chloe by telling Chloe that he's no longer to be her friend now. So bad luck, Chloe, because you're just a big loser. Yeah, tell me about it. I want to believe that I will always think and believe that Adrian will never ever going to forgive his dad for what he did during from the season 1 to season 5. And I don't think Adrian will be happy about it if he ever finds out in the future. Whether it will be either in season 6 or 7 or 8, I don't know. I'm just saying that I just feel like Adrian do deserves to know. And that's also the thing that I have seen some few people complaining about Marinette is doing the same thing about ignoring this whole thing about that Adrian shouldn't know everything. Well, it's kind of different compared with what she did from season 4, but this time it's because Gabriel literally blackmailing Marinette by telling her not to tell anyone, including Adrian himself, not to mention that he's the, this whole villain who's doing all those things the whole time. And tell me about it. And I know people is gonna keep on complaining about it, but I have to just say, can you stop complaining? I mean, seriously, I know you guys can have different opinions and beliefs in that, but you can't always expect to put, all the blame onto Marinette. She doesn't deserve any of it either, especially Adrian himself. So tell me about it. And besides, Gabriel has been a true monster towards both Adrian and Marinette. And besides, we all know that Adrian and Marinette are both Ladybug and Cat Noir. Okay. And you can't possibly blame Marinette to not tell Adrian about it, because even though she shouldn't really, because Adrian should know about it as well, and not just herself. But all I'm trying to say that even though we shouldn't blame Marinette for it, you should supposed to blame it onto Gabriel, not Marinette. She's only a kid, so leave her be, give her a break. So, I mean, she has done nothing wrong except, being told by Gabriel to not tell Adrian about that he's the real villain. Oh boy. Well, you know what? I'm glad that Gabriel is no longer in the series because he made his wish. Well, thank God for that. So yeah, I hope everyone can understand. And I also heard almost everyone saying that Adrian might be more like his father in the future, but I don't think so. Because I highly doubt it would happen, because Adrian is nothing like his dad. I mean, he's quite an opposite compared to Gabriel anyway, because we all know that Adrian is a nice, gentle, let's just say he's very caring and he's lovable, and he can be shy, so I can't blame him for being so. And yes, Adrian is quite a handsome for everyone, really. And yes, tell me about it. So that's all I have to say now anyway, guys. So I hope you guys enjoys my video. And if you wanted to just share your, thoughts and that about Adrien or whatsoever, or what's going on during the whole series, if you have watched the show, so yeah, be free to do so in the comments. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and give a like to my video, and press the notification bell to receive my videos every day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.